Hi everyone, Siavash here, Hello Certified Admin, and welcome to another tutorial in this High Level 101 for Beginners series. In this video and the next one, we're going to talk about calendar configuration, how you can set up your calendar, and how you can actually automate the appointment confirmation, reminders, and those kind of things. So the first part of the video would be setting up your calendar, making sure that the conflicts, the events creation, and all of those kind of things are going to be linked with your other calendars, but they be it Outlook or Google Cal. By the way, while I'm doing this video, as far as I know, the $97 subscription, so the first tier of the high level, will not allow the Outlook calendar sync. So you got to be on 297 to be able to do the Outlook calendar sync. And so if you're trying to do this tutorial and you're on 97 and trying to link up your Outlook and you see, oh, this is not working, it's because of the subscription. Unless they change it, but as of today that I'm doing this video, it only works for tier 2 plus. All right, so without further ado, if you haven't followed the previous videos on how to create an account admin, and what is the difference between account admin and agency admin, make sure to do that. So I'm logging as the account admin, not the agency. So I'll see everything that I need. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to connect our main calendar to high level before going to create the high level calendar. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to settings down at the bottom left. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my profile and I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to click on add new. Okay, so which one do you want to do? I'm going to do the Google Calendar. So as you can see, as soon as I click on it, it just changes everything. So it brings the integration section, which is in here. So you just need to connect with your Google. So I'm just going to click on this. It'll bring up all of my stuff. I'm just going to click on one of my accounts. Let's say I'm going to do this one as a test. Again, lead connector is the internal app that high-level uses for connecting to other platforms. So let's go ahead and click on continue. And these are the things that I'm allowing it to do. So I'm just going to click on allow. And the next thing that is going to open up is like select your Google business profile. But because I chose a profile that doesn't have any business location, I can just go ahead and close this. So you can see Google, my business profile is not connected, but my Google account is connected. This one doesn't have any analytics or anything. It's just a simple Google account. So I'm just going to keep it like that. Now we're going to go back inside the my profile on the left. And if I scroll down, the calendar should be there. Just give it a sec. They've updated this recently and they might have some bugs. So there we go. It is there. Now what I need to do is I need to tell it to link. So I'm going to click on add. I'm going to say, hey, add this. And it's going to basically look for conflict on the next one. So I'm just going to edit this. I'm going to say, hey, look for this. And because I'm in Australia, I said I don't want anyone to do anything on my holidays and also birthday. Hit save. Now, for those of you that have multiple calendars, there are a couple of ways of doing this. What I recommend is choose one of the calendars to be the parent or main calendar. And if it's all Google, what you need to do is basically add all the other calendars to the main calendar. So the main calendar subscribe to all the other calendars. So the mother or main calendar, the parent calendar is going to have all the events. And then all you need to do, you add that main calendar in here and all the conflicts and stuff are going to be sorted out by itself. That's the easiest way. Otherwise, what you will end up doing, you can add multiple Google accounts within your integrations in here. You can add as many Google accounts as you want, and then tell GHL to, hey, look for conflicts on every single one of these calendar. That's the other way as well. So depend on how you like to do it. I usually prefer to keep it clean, so I sync all of my calendars into one. So it has every events, and then I link that to my high-level calendar account. And then the next thing is like if you guys doing Zoom calendar, that would be in here. You can connect your Zoom. At this point, all of my Zoom account has been used, so it's not going to let me to connect that. But I'll show you in a sec how it's going to look like in another account when a Zoom is connected. So just bear with me. I'm just going to pause the video, hop onto another account, and you'll see how it's going to look like. All right, I'm in one of my other accounts, and as you can see, when you attach your Zoom, this is going to show up, and it says that okay, this Zoom account is connected. Once we start creating the calendar, I'm going to show you how you can actually use this and let high level to actually create the Zoom link or Zoom meeting link for you on the fly. And then also here you want to set up your availability. This is by default what it's going to get for the calendar, but also inside the calendar you can customize your availability as well. So I'm going to switch back to the previous account that we're working with. So let's say that, okay, the Zoom is connected, and now I want to go ahead and create a calendar. So you have two options. You can click in here and start creating your calendar, or you can go back and then you can click on calendars in here. So there's no calendar, so it says, okay, go to calendar settings. As you can see, came in here, and this is where you can actually create your calendar. So I'm going to keep it simple for this one-on-one course, but we do have an advanced course talking everything about calendars. So we're just going to keep it simple, and the way that I'm going to describe it, it's going to be pretty much useful for any business that are just. Let's click on new calendar. As you can see, there's loads of options in here. What I usually do, I choose the round robin one because that's the one that at the moment, that's the only one that generates the automatic Zoom links. Otherwise, you just need to copy and paste a static, your profile Zoom link for every single meeting. This is the only one that actually does it on the fly compared to simple calendar. So let's go ahead and click on this. And you're going to give it a name. So whatever it is, I'm going to say my test calendar 1, 2, 3. Description. This is the description. Now the thing with round robin is like you can have multiple team members, and then based on their availability, it will based on the user preferences that wants to book and also the team members availability, it will book them automatically. But in this case, this is just for you, our course demo profile. I'm going to select that person. Now the other thing, custom URL. So this is basically the direct link to this specific calendar. Usually what I do, I just basically copy the name and paste it in here, and I replace the spaces with dashes. And if you still see that red thing, just put some gibberish numbers or anything at the end because it needs to be unique. All right. Now, once we have this, we're going to go ahead and click on advanced settings, and it's going to open up this whole page with a lot more settings. Let's give it a sec. There we go. You can add a logo. So it's simple. You just click on this guy and you just choose one of these. You usually want it to be what you call it, like a square, like 180 by 180. Otherwise, it's going to be a squash like this one because this is a rectangle, like a kind of an image. But just to show you how it's going to look like, then you can make it circle as well. Group for now, you don't need to worry about that. Now the meeting title. So the meeting title usually depends on what you're doing. So what I do is I put the contact name. So that's the name of the person that is actually booking an appointment with me. And then I put X, I put my name, and then if it's a specific meeting, like let's say if it's a quick chat. So this is going to be the title that they will receive when they get the invitation, let's say from Google or Outlook calendar, or even the invitation or the confirmation that the high level sends. And then these two, this is not going to be important because we only have one team member. I'm going to put it as a high priority, and you can use Google Meet or you can use Zoom. If I click on Zoom, it's probably not going to work because there's no Zoom connected to this. Let's go ahead and click on Google Meet. because I connected my Google, it will automatically generate Google Meet. It's going to be the exact same thing for Zoom. As soon as I click on Zoom, it will make it Zoom and it goes away. This is basically the event color. So when it actually books it on your Google Calendar, you know that inside your Google Calendar, you can have different colors for different types of events. So you can say, okay, the ones that are coming from my high level, I want it to be like, let's say red, okay? And then we hit save and it automatically goes to the next step, which is your availability. So give it a sec, there we go. This is where you can go nuts, however you want to do it. You can break them up. You can say, okay, Mondays I work from 8 to 1 p.m. Then I have a break from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. And then I work from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. And if your days are going to be all the same, they gave you a simple thing you can copy and put it on every day except, let's say, weekend, apply. It's going to copy that, so you don't need to keep doing the same thing. Very easy, just play with it. And then we got these options if you want it to be recurring, meeting interval, self-explanatory, meeting duration, self-explanatory. Scheduling notice depends on your preferences. I usually put 1 day minimum, so I don't want someone to book an appointment for me like within 2 hours. 1 day to 2 days usually, and the date range I usually put 2 weeks, so I don't want someone to book me in advance like 6 months from now. People are gonna forget on those kind of things and make it nice and tight. But again, these are whatever you prefer. Other things like maximum number of appointments, payments per day, maximum booking slots per day if you only want to have like 3 slots opens per day, and those kind of things. Pre and post buffer, self-explanatory, you can play with those. Now let's hit save and go to the next one. The next one is going to be forms and payments. So by default, GHL provides a form, high level provides a form for your calendar. So this is where before scheduling, they need to give you their information. So this one has first name, last name, email, phone number, and also a notebook section that they can put a message if they want to. This is usually very sufficient, specific needs and specific questions that you need to ask. You can actually build your own form. You remember that we did the My Free ebook. You can build your own form. It will show up in here and you can select that. I'm going to keep it like this. The consent checkbox is for confirmation of the phone number, just to be in compliance. And if you turn this on, it will allow the person that booked an appointment with you to send the invitation and add a guest as well. So it depends on what type of meeting it is. Then you have these two options, redirect URL or default thank you message. I usually keep it as default thank you message because it's a nice design page. You'll see it in the next video when we go through testing and automation. That you can put a message in here, thank you for this, we will send you a confirmation and also a reminder. I'll usually say, hey, if you haven't received a confirmation or reminder in your inbox, make sure you check your spam and promotion and those kind of things. So just give them an idea. And if you want to, you can put your email address or phone number there so they can ask or call you if they have any question. The other thing that might be useful for some of you that are doing like coaching, consulting, that someone needs to pay in advance before actually being able to book an appointment, it's accept payment. Right now it is off because we haven't gone through integrating our payment provider. But once you provide your payment provider, you can actually turn this on and you will see all the options. I'll show you in another account in a sec how it's going to look like. Just give me a sec. This is another account that I have the payment hooked up. So if I click on accept payments, it will bring this guy up. You can choose and say, hey, this is like $300 appointment. And you can put a description for it as well. And it would actually show up. I'll show you in a sec once we finish with all this stuff, how it's going to look like. So let's go back in here. So that was the payment. We click on save. And we go to notification and additional options. So keep it as acknowledgement email or keep it like that. We want to send the notification to the user. Assigned user, probably not, but yeah, if it is assigned to you, you can tick that on. And additional email, if you have a VA or someone that needs to know about the appointment, you can just basically put their email in here. But the most important thing that I always recommend to do is allowing Google or Outlook to send the invitation. I'll update emails to attendees. Now, the reason for this is, yes, the contact might receive two invitations at the same time, one from Google and one from you. However, in a case that your one went to a spam or junk or promotion, you are 100% sure that the one that goes from Google and Outlook, it's definitely going to hit their inbox. So they're definitely going to see that. So I rather them getting two notifications at the same time than them getting nothing and then they don't show up. So that's where I always turn that on. And this is if you wanted them to reschedule or cancel the meeting, allowing them or not. It's basically giving them something. If you turn that off, it will remove the links. That's totally your call. And then the last one is the customization. I'm not going to talk about it very much, but basically you can change the color and those kind of things a little bit. Once it's done, you can click on preview widget and it will show you how it's going to look like. So you see, this is the name, this is the description, and this is the 30 minutes. Now, if we had the payment, which is this one, let's have payment, let's save this, and I'm just going to show you the difference between the payment one and without the payment. If I go here and if I click on preview widget, it will click on this, select, it will show the total amount that is going to be $300, and at the bottom they need to put their card number. So you can use this, put a $1 or something to make sure that it's a real person, or if it's an actual 1 hour consulting session and you charge 300, 500, whatever, you put it there and make sure that they are real people. And as you can see, nothing is finalized unless they make the payment. So that's how the payment one looks like. All right, this is how you actually create a calendar. And if I close this, let's have a look. Let's go back in here and close this one. So this is the calendar that comes in here. Now, let's say you want to send this calendar link to someone. How you do it, click on this, click on share. And I usually use this one, the permanent link. And it's useful because if you change something, like a slug, like a name and those kind of things, it's not going to change the permanent link. So if I want to have this, I don't know, in my Instagram bio or whatever, I just copy this. And if I paste it in a new tab, it will bring that up. But I highly recommend to have your calendar in a funnel. So if you change anything, you have that funnel URL all over the internet or on your website, on your business card or whatever. And you can make changes to the calendar, to the text on the thing, but the funnel URL is going to be still the same. And you can also do those updates. So just kind of a thing. And we're going to talk about the how it's going to look like, the automation and those kind of things in the next video because we already spent 20 minutes on this. But as usual, I hope you enjoyed this one. Wherever you're watching this video, Udemy, our community group, our courses, or YouTube, wherever. If you have any question, make sure that you join the High Level 101 community group. It's free. It's for everyone that is actually signed up for this course. And that's where I'll be active, answering questions, posting updates, and yeah, just basically being there to see if you guys are enjoying this. If there's anything else that you guys need help with, the way to use it is just scan that QR code and you should be good to go. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.